I took care of my mother her last 18 months of her life, and I used the SP200. It was in her bedroom. She had dementia. She didn't know how it worked, just knew that if she asked for something and I was in another room, I could hear her and could get her that. With her, it was just the idea of knowing somebody was there. She wasn't alone. So you could verify that anywhere you were by just speaking into your remote. And that gave her peace of mind. It was less stress when you knew you could be a little bit of freedom in your own home and still take good care of her. And secondly, it helped sleep at night because you didn't have to sleep with an ear open. You could rest and know that if she needed it, you would know it. As a person that is in their last phase of their life, the hardest thing they fight is that they don't have any independence anymore. And self-sufficient, they don't have that. And so that gave her just a little bit of that independence still. She could, if she had guests, we could leave, and she could have a private conversation with other people in the family, and the caregiver didn't have to hover over them and interrupt. And when we look back on it, it gave the caregivers a little freedom. When I wasn't there, my oldest son usually watched over Grandma, and he could be in the basement doing his own thing, and so when you look back on it, what would have it been like if we would have had to sit right in that room with her? She wouldn't have liked it, and we wouldn't have liked it. A dementia person, they forget, and so with her, it gave her quality of life by just speaking. Somebody could answer, and that fear that I'm here by myself was alleviated. That gave her peace. And as for the caregivers, it had a lot of things, but I have to go back to the thought that it gave us freedom in our own house. I always talk about the safe presence, and just this week I touched base with a friend that I hadn't talked to in 18 years, and she asked me what I did with my mother, and I brought up this equipment and explained it, and she said, "Oh my mother could use that. She's 95 and she's blind, and she has a caregiver, and my caregiver would love that." I would definitely recommend this equipment to anybody who is a caregiver.